Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bill Please, episode 108. And today's March 18, 2026. I'm broadcasting live here on the 20th floor of Golden Peak Hotel, Cebu City. And this is sponsored by Pagcor, Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation, and Freshman Hygiene for Man. We are live on Facebook and on TikTok. Thank you so much for viewing. Thank you for joining me. By the way, we have a channel on YouTube and we are recording this episode for our channel. Thank you so much for watching. And hello to all the women out there viewing Bill Please episode 108. Actually, our topic today is woman. March is globally celebrated as Women's Month, anchored by International Women's Day on March 8, honoring the accomplishments, the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women while advocating for gender equality. And here in the Philippines, March is officially regarded as National Women's Month, and there will be month long activities to empower women and to fight discrimination and to celebrate the contributions of women to development. March pa tayo hanggang ngayon, March 18. So, I say mabuhay sa lahat ng mga babae sa Pilipinas at sa buong mundo. But the question is, what is a woman? A woman is generally defined as an adult female human. I repeat, a woman is generally defined as an adult female human, while traditionally defined by biological reproductive characteristics. The term woman is now also used to describe individuals who identify as such. You may agree or disagree with me. What is the basic difference between male and female? Biological sex is often confused with gender in our society. Kasi meron pong mga tao na they only define a woman based sa kanyang biological form or aspect or characteristics. Since she has female reproductive organs, that human being is already and is only considered woman. Kasi meron siyang male reproductive organs and characteristics, ang taong yan po ay lalaki. Yan po ang pananaw, traditionally. But these days, whoever identifies himself or herself as a man or a woman is already considered having that gender identity. Females have ovaries and they produce eggs. Habang ang mga lalaki, males have testes and they produce sperm. In mammals, sa animal kingdom, females typically have double X chromosomes. At sa mga males naman, typically they have XY chromosomes. Question: if a biological male person, kung siya po ay naisilang na batang lalaki, and he self-identifies as a woman upon growing up, does that make the man a woman? Whether one is a woman because one self-identifies as a woman is the subject of intense, ongoing debate. Marami pa rin pong mga tao who believe na kung ano ka, nung isinilang ka, ikaw yon. Kung ikaw ay isinilang na lalaki o babae, ikaw yon. Ikaw ay lalaki o babae. But sa panahon ngayon, iba na po ang pananaw ng ibang tao. Whether one is a woman because one self-identifies as a woman is a subject of intense, ongoing debate. So biological sex versus gender identity. And there is no universal consensus as different legal, social, and personal frameworks prioritize different factors. We welcome your points of view. We welcome your reactions And we do welcome your comments on Facebook. Our account, it's 96.3 W Rock. And we are live right now. Bill Please, episode 108, brought to us by Pagcor and Freshman Hygiene for Men. Live po tayo. Thank you very much for viewing. Woman, according to Stanford Medicine Educational Technological, woman is a term used to describe someone who self identifies as a woman or as feminine based on what is important to them as an individual, including gender roles, behavior, expression, identity, and or physiology. So hindi na lang po daw nabe-base yan sa katawan ng tao. There are men who would like to believe and think that they are women. Nagiging trans woman ang isang lalaki. Because that person thinks that meron po siyang mga characteristics ng isang babae, yung behavior niya ay pang babae na rin, kaya naging trans woman yung tao. Is a man who transitions into woman considered a woman? Again, magiging mahaba po ang diskusyong ito at magkakaroon surely ng debate because marami ang iba't ibang paniniwala ng maraming tao. The debate over whether a trans woman is a woman centers on the conflict between gender identity and biological sex. Some discussions attempt to differentiate between gender identity, woman, and biological sex, female, to navigate these viewpoints. Okay. Is woman inferior to man? Mas mababa po ba ang status ng babae sa lalaki? The answer is no. A woman is not inherently inferior to man. I want you to pay close attention. Scientific, biological, and human rights perspectives hold that men and women are equal in value, in dignity, and intellectual capacity. They are equal. Take note, in value. Ang babae at lalaki. They are equal in value, dignity, and intellectual capacity, though they may have different physical or biological strengths. Tama po. Sa lakas, well, lalaki po ang mas malakas. Physical strength. Kung walang lalaki, wala pong makakagawa ng mga bridges, mga skyscrapers, walang makakagawa ng mga highways dahil po sa lakas ng lalaki, nagagawa nila ito. And what a woman can do that a man cannot do. Ano pong magagawa ng babae na hindi magagawa ng lalaki? Ang sagot, biologically, women are uniquely capable of menstruating, gestating, and giving birth to children. Hindi po yan kaya. Never po. Kaya yan ng lalaki because of the biological form and structure and components. Physically, women often demonstrate greater flexibility. Tama. May mga magagawa ang babae na hindi magagawa ng lalaki. Thank you for watching Bill Please, episode 108 today. And I repeat, Happy Women's Month sa lahat ng mga kababaihan na nanonood ngayon. What a man can do that a woman cannot. Anong magagawa ng lalaki na hindi naman po magagawa ng mga babae? Men possess unique biological capabilities like producing sperm and impregnating others, along with often having higher average physical strength, speed, and endurance. Mas mabilis, mas malakas po biologically ang lalaki. But when it comes to emotional maturity, research po has found na ang babae, they are more emotionally mature and they are better in communicating than men. May nagsabi na, well, noon pa, women are referred to as the weaker sex. Do you believe this, mga babae, na kayo po ang weaker sex? Women are historically and often culturally referred to as the weaker sex, primarily due to narrow, traditional focus on average differences in brute physical strength, specifically upper body strength, compared to men. However, this characterization is considered a misconception by many, as modern research suggests that, take note, masisiyahan ang mga babae nito. Research suggests that women are actually the stronger sex in terms of immunity. Yes, pain tolerance. Mas makakatiis po ang babae ng matagal kesa lalaki when it comes to pain. And mas mahaba po ang buhay ng mga babae kesa lalaki. World record holders when it comes to longevity, mas marami po ang mga babaeng may edad na nag-exceed sa 110, 115, even 120. Mas mahaba po ang buhay ng babae kesa lalaki. Bill Please, episode 108, Woman, Babae, Babae. This is our topic, and I'll be back after this short radio commercial break. Ang pagbabalik po ng episode 108 ng Bill Please, and you're watching live sa Facebook and TikTok. Thank you, Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. Thank you also to Freshman Hygiene for Men, our sponsors. Here are some of the amazing world records firmly held by women. Johanna Quaz is the world's oldest gymnast. Gymnast po siya. At sa year 2012, at the age of 86, Johanna took part in the competition that would put her in the record books. Grabe, no? Gymnast. The oldest gymnast in the world at 86. And she's still hitting the gym, I believe. Another world record, the most Grand Slams in tennis history. There's Margaret Court. She holds the all-time record for the most women's singles Grand Slam titles with 24, followed by another tennis star, Serena Williams, holds the record, the Open Era record with 23 singles titles. She is second to Margaret Court. The oldest independently verified age any human has ever reached is 122. At babae po ang nakahold po ng record na to. 122 years old po siya and 164 days. Siya po si Jean Calment from France. Siya po ay sinilang sa 1875 and she passed away in 1997. Jean Calment holds the record for the longest confirmed human lifespan. 122 years old, kagrabe. Oldest person ever sa mga lalaki, hindi po naka-reach ng 122, 116 years lang po at 54 days. From Japan, si Juremon Kimura. So, hindi nakalagpas sa 122. Babae pa rin ang may pinakamahabang buhay sa balat ng lupa. Ethel Caterham of the United Kingdom is the oldest validated living person in the world. Born on August 21, 1909. As of late 2025, Ethel is 116 years old, holding the title verified by Longevity Quest and Guinness World Records. And the most powerful women in history often include rulers who commanded vast empires or controlled significant influence. May Cleopatra sa Egypt, merong Hatshepsut, also from Egypt, Empress Lucy from China, And modern leaders like Indira Gandhi from India, Margaret Thatcher from the United Kingdom, and Angela Merkel from Germany. Dito naman po sa Pilipinas, meron po tayong mga Filipina leaders. Philippines has a history of female leadership, having elected two female presidents, Corazon Aquino from 1986 to 1992 at Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, President po ng Pilipinas 2001 to 2010, and as of early 2026, Vice President Sara Duterte has announced her candidacy for the 2028 presidential election. Former President Rodrigo Duterte previously stated that, you may disagree with him, the presidency is not for a woman. Ang posisyon po ng presidente ay hindi po para sa babae. And he claimed women and men have different emotional setups for the presidential job. Conversely, many advocates argue for gender equality in leadership, citing the success of female leaders around the world. And this is actually good news. While the Philippines ranks very high in gender equality in the Asia Pacific region, but women remain underrepresented in elected positions. Ang tanong, bakit hanggang ngayon ang Amerika, the United States of America, wala pa rin na-elect na babaeng presidente? Walang nanalo po. America, ito po ang sagot, America has never had a female president primarily due to entrenched systemic gender bias. Pabor po palagi sa lalaki. Deep-seated masculine political culture and persistent sex stereotypes that question women's leadership capabilities. Women in politics often face stereotypes suggesting that they are too emotional or incapable of handling the pressures of the presidency. Would you agree or disagree? Research on media coverage of political campaigns has shown that media in the US often amplifies gender biases, focusing more on a female candidate's appearance. Yan, observe ko rin po. Focusing more on a female candidate's appearance or demeanor rather than her qualifications, according to the conversation. Ano pong tawag doon sa galit or hatred towards women? It's called misogyny. The hatred of women, contempt for women, and prejudice against women. That's misogyny. Ang taong meron po nito ay tinatawag na misogynist. Taong talagang galit, ayaw sa mga babae. They look down on women. Meron pong mga ganyan po sa ating paligid. According to Catholic Church doctrine, ang babae po ay hindi pwedeng maging Santo Papa or Pope. The papal office requires a male baptized Catholic priest, and the Catholic Church does not ordain women as priests. Pero meron po mga churches na ang kanila pong priest ay mga babae. Pero sa Catholic Church, hindi naging pare or priest ang isang babae. Let me now read to you the names of some of the very notable Filipinos or Filipinas who gave inspiring marks in Philippine history, empowering modern Filipinas to create their own legacy. Kilala niyo ba si Marcela de Agoncillo? Marcela Agoncillo, siya po ang nagtahi sa Philippine flag, the original Philippine flag. Marcela Agoncillo is regarded the mother of the Philippine flag. And she was married to a prominent lawyer. Marcela also stood by her husband in defending their poor townmates against the corrupt Spanish authorities. Sino pa? Notable Filipina, Lea Salonga, multiple award-winning actress and singer, best known across the world for her Tony Award winning role in Miss Saigon. The fighting judge, the late Miriam Defensor Santiago, one of the most intellectually brilliant leaders the Philippines has ever seen. Actually, I actually miss her. Grabe si Miriam Defensor. Incomparable. Walang katulad. Katangi-tangi po si Miriam Defensor Santiago. And, of course, in Philippine history, Purificacion Pura Calao was the country's first ever beauty queen. Siya po ang unang beauty queen. The queen of the Manila Carnival in 1908, si Pura Calao. Gloria Diaz, the first Filipina to be crowned Miss Universe in 1969. Another notable Filipina is Jovita Fuentes, Filipino soprano singer, and also Melchora Tandang Sora Aquino, mother of the Philippine Revolution, first Filipina to appear on a Philippine peso bank note. Bill, please. Thank you very much. Okay. Each time a woman stands up for herself, she stands up for all women. And that's a quote from Maya Angelou. We salute all the women, Pinay, mga Pilipino, mga babae na nakakontribute po ng malaki sa development po ng ating bansa. Sa lahat ng mga babae na nanonood ng Bill Please ngayon sa TikTok and sa Facebook, and for those who are tuning in and listening to us, mabuhay po kayo, and may you have a very fulfilling life as a woman. Babalik po ang Bill Please next week. That's March 25, 2026 at 10 in the morning. Thank you very much, Pagcor and Freshman, for the sponsorship. God bless everybody, and mabuhay ang mga babae.